it's not. Got the sunlight, and it's 9:17. You already know what that means. All praise to the Father Yah and His Son YESHUA for always just shining that sun on us. For we always just get that breath of life. You know, you woke up this morning, so always praise and always understand that God loves you. You are a treasured possession. Your name is written in the palm of His hand. He knows the number of hairs on your head. He has a good plan for your life, and He will love you forever. And always understand that God knows the hairs on your head. So there's no reason for you waking up being deceitful to yourself and those that you encounter, because God knows everything, and He has a plan for us. And that plan is walking with Christ and repenting and venting, putting your pride to the side and let God guide. He will love you forever. And always remember Proverbs 8 tell us, 8:17 tell us, God only loves those that who love Him and seek Him early. And seeking Him early means doing your due diligence. You understand? So as we do our due diligence, the things that we should just be doing on the daily, doing God's work, exposing, like how we was doing in 24, we doing in 25 as well too. No paganism. You understand? So I'm going to got the red and black and green crown on today. The red stand for the blood Yahweh, and always the green is for the land, and the black you already know. So there's nothing else to be said. So I know some of you might have just saw the banner. And you heathens as well have to understand that heathens mean non-believers. And you have to understand that it's time for you to correct yourself when it comes down with the images. And the reason why I wanted to share this because last night we had this morning, because sundown to sundown. This morning, we had but it was last night. We had our Bible study at night, and some came in and asked the questions, was asking what was the complexion of Christ. So I told them Revelations, go to Revelations 1, 14 and 15. You understand? So just like a troll like they was, they use profanity, whatever, however, but we stand on God's words for those that who do God's work. So don't let the distractions, short minds, you understand? So as you stand on your two feet and your 10 toes, you have to understand that, that's how you have to stand on God's words. So you have to guide those that, who might don't understand that, who is who in the Bible, because a lot of people is lost. And as we can just look at images, we can look up images. And a lot of you that who out here, you in tune with your flesh desires, but you're just not in tune with God's words. Because if you was in tune with God's words, you will understand that how certain prophets in this book was describing Christ and how it brings out who He is. You understand? And as we understand that, you have to get the images out of your head for you can understand God's words. You understand? And if you know that this is who you look at as your Messiah, you have to start correcting yourself, because we already know what the Bible tells us. You understand? So this is why we always have to deprogram ourselves. And once that you deprogram yourself, you will understand God's words more better. But the more that you have flesh teaching you your salvation, you will always keep praising this white Christ that y'all always look at, and this painted pictures that y'all always look at as your images. And you already know that in the 10 Commandments is already tell us about God is a jealous God. So you have to understand when you have to correct yourself on fake idols. You understand? And if you know that You looking at idols that represent something besides God's words, you know that you idolizing things. Peace and blessings. What you say? Long live. What you getting at, my good brother? How you feel? Peace and blessings. So if you know that you looking at images like this and you saying this is your Christ, you already should know that this is not Christ. You understand? And if you know that if you're doing God's work and you will understand who is God, and if you know God's name, you will understand that this is not the right picture. And once that you deprogram yourself of being idolizing this picture and other little things that you know you idolize and just be in tune with God's words, you will see the truth. You understand? Because it was just like last night, you know, sometimes those who sit up in your face, you know, besides just always just want to just be heard, you should be showing teachings in your household to your kids, yourself, your spouse, whoever just in the household, for those can understand God's words, for they can understand that, you know, like them images of Satan, them images of Jesus Christ, you know, y'all have to let your kids know, including yourself, you know, them are images that flesh had created. You know, we already know that, you know, you look up a picture, you already know who had drew this picture. You already know who drew that picture. We know flesh had drew that picture. We know that. But at the same time, it got so deep that now flesh idolized that picture. And once that it idolized you, y'all don't know who is the real who. You understand? Because if you already know that God is the God of Israel, you already know that his name is Yah. You understand? So if you know that his name is Yah, you already know that the son's name is YESHUA. Or you can call him Yahweh. You know, which name that you know, I'm saying in the Hebrew is Yahweh is ancient, but just Yeshua is, you know, the modern, you know. But at the same time, for those that you know who know his name and stand on God's words, we already know what the Bible teaches us and in the descriptions as well, that as we shared this morning, and the word of the day was vision. You understand? And dreams, because, you know, Daniel had a dream, you know, plus it says in Revelations as well. So like for those that you know who come in here and ask questions about who is Christ, what color is Christ? And then when I sent them to that to the verse that they should be reading, besides me coming with my flesh, because you know a lot of you would go to this image, and y'all would teach y'all kids that this is Christ. You understand? And this is not Christ. That's an image. You understand? So we have to understand that, you know, when it comes down to teaching our kids who are who, this is why you have to deprogram yourself. Because if you don't know, how would your kids know if you don't know? You understand? So so this is why you have to deprogram yourself as well, from just the things that you was taught from your parents, from your grandparents, from, you know, from whoever. You know, you have to understand that, you know, you're not going to allow none of this, because if you know that you're standing on God's words, you already know that it's always when someone say that, well, I don't look at Christ as no color. You have to, you know, don't be fooled by that. Don't fool yourself with that. You understand? Because everything is meant for you to know. And this is why they already took it out to history as well, too, because they don't want you to know that you're a king and a queen. You understand? They want you to always want to be like slaves and peasants and always learning from the next persons. You understand? But you can pick this up and get your own salvation and understand once you start digging. And then once that we have this modern technology, there's no reason for nobody to understand like who is who. You know, that's just up on you. Just like, you know, they charging $28.99 for, you know, pictures of all this idolizing. They charge you all this money for, you know, pictures like this. And this is not even, who you're supposed to be embracing. You understand? And this is what you have to deprogram yourself from. Peace and blessings. How you been, Susan? How you be? Good morning. Peace and blessings. We have to deprogram ourselves with this. Because if Daniel 7:9 just speak out the ancient of days, I beheld till the throne were cast down, and the ancient of days did sit, whose garment was white as snow, and the hair of his head like pure wool. His throne was like the fury flames, and his will was as burning fire. So as we look that up, we're gonna say, okay, so who was that he just described? Because we already know it's not him. You understand? We know that's just not what we just described. Well, that's good. That's good. That's good to hear that. So if he said his hair is wool and things like that, so we have to look up YESHUA. And then when we look up YESHUA, we see a picture of what we just described. You understand? And then once you see pictures of what you describe, that'll let you know who is who and what names. So just like how you see the names that I just pushed up in there, you understand? Because you have to understand that, this is strictly about the Israelites, this point blank. For whoever just pick up this Bible, you should already understand that, God's name is Yah. But my thing on this channel, I want you to understand that, about the person, about Christ. You hear me use his name Christ because it says it in the Bible. So I don't like to be confusing no one who don't know. You understand? But those that, who seek, I plant that seed with you. Just like last night that, the sister came in here and she asked some questions. And then she said she didn't know. So it's always good to plant those seeds to those that, who might think that the Messiah is that picture that, who y'all see. The same with Satan. We already know that Satan is the prince of this world. You understand? And we know that he got cast down as well with his dominions. You understand? So this is why you have to understand that, Satan, he's so swift. He to and fro. So his spirit just jumped and didn't have you those that, who don't understand God's words, who's not reading his word, you won't understand. You would just go off a picture. You understand? All right, Susan, you have a good one. Peace and blessings to you. But I hope that you will understand that, there's no reason to rush God's time or his word, because there's nowhere for a person to have to go somewhere in a rush. You get what I'm saying? Especially if someone talking to you about God's words, for those who don't understand. For those that, who just come in and just want to just have that flesh desire, you will always be lost. So this is why I just came on today, because, I like to catch those that, who is not understanding that, who is Christ. Do you know who are your Messiah? You have to ask yourself, who is my Messiah? Because if you know that, if I just read this to you and it just described this, you should understand that, if you're looking at another picture of things like that, you can't be idolizing them type of things. Because if you idolize that, it already tell you in Exodus 24:5. You understand? That you shouldn't worship no other gods. So you have to understand for yourself. You shouldn't bow down. You shouldn't wear no cross, none of them type of things. If you're doing God's work, just plant them seeds. You don't need no type of nothing on there just to represent the Bible. Just pick it up. You understand? And this is why you have to just deprogram yourself. If you know that you're not using God's words, that is Satan. That's Satan. So those that, who be saying you receiving your blessings, but if you know that you're not using God's words, yeah, that's Satan. That's who you answering to. But you think it's from God, but how can you say if it's from God if you're not coming through? And if you don't know the description, you're getting fooled once again from the prince of the earth. And we know the prince of the earth is who? Okay. So we already know that he's the deceitful one. He already started off in Genesis 3. You understand? So he can always be in tune with your friends. He can be in tune with your family, your spouse, your kids, all that. He's just so sneaky, like, every time he just pop up, he to and fro. And then if you don't know, and if you keep on worshiping things that flesh already created, just like how flesh created with the government with the bills. You have bills, you have to you got to go on vote, you have to do this, you have to do everything they ask you to do. But when you ask for some type of rights or some type of, to better yourself with your properties and things like that, you can't even get it. They want to inflate. They want to just inflate everything because they think that, everybody's on an elite status. You understand? So you have to deprogram yourself from that as well, too, when it comes down with the government and when it comes down to, when it's idolizing just, what flesh is out here just creating. You understand? Because you have to be in your fruits of the spirits. You have to. If not, you're going to keep on getting misled because you letting somebody else guide your destiny, your salvation. And the same, just like if those that up around you is not teaching you or telling you or showing you the scriptures, besides someone just telling you that my Jesus. That's what you hear somebody always say, my Jesus, my Jesus, my Jesus. It's not about no my, because it shouldn't be selfish. You understand? Especially if you ask a person to describe. So this is like this right now. People don't like to talk about this because people are just so much in denial and just into their flesh desire. So they overlook things like this. But once that you come in tune with your conscious side, this is when this is going to come to you. And then you're going to realize, man, that brother right there, man, yeah, that brother had dropped some type of little jewel on me. But you have to understand that, you have to deprogram yourself. Because as we get older, man, we be set in our ways so much. And as you set yourself in your ways, you think that you don't have to change because you know it all. But we don't know it all because the Bible, it has so much instructions that it's just like it's like a decoder. You have to take some from here to there to here to here. So that's why those like myself who's married, it's always good to build with your spouse, your kids, your grandkids, those that, outside who might be seeking. It's heathens everywhere. And like I said, heathens are non-believers, Gentiles, but you can develop your spirituality once you start opening up this Bible and start reading from the book of Genesis. And then once that you read from the book of Genesis, from the first 5 books, and I was saying that this morning, I received a message and the brother was just on the Torah. And like I said to everyone come in, Brother Sharp, how you be, my good brother? How you be? Good morning, peace and blessings. A lot of people get this, is stuck in their ways when it come down to this Bible as well too. Because we know that the Torah, or you want to call it Tanakh, it just deals with the Old Testament, don't have the New Testament in it. So already right there is going to be judgmental. You understand? Because you already have those Israelites that, is stuck in the Old Testament and just not even just working on the New. But then you would hear them come out with some New Testament scriptures and you be like, here we go. You can't just be on no contradicting. So that's why I say, like on this channel, I don't look at myself as a teacher. Because I don't want those that, who become teachers, they change their whole spirituality change because they be on here looking for clouts and likes and things like that. You get what I'm saying? And I'm not on here for that. I would love to guide you and plant seeds with you, but we need to do this together. And then you have to use your channel as well too, because it don't take one. You understand? It takes us. So that's why I said when you hear those say, my Jesus, my Jesus. Okay, but what describe your Jesus? For those in here right now, describe your Jesus right now. Describe your Jesus in the comment. For those who listening, describe your Jesus right now. And I would love to hear how your day as well is going. Because we're going to do some deprogramming today. You hear me? So I want those in here just sitting right, just listening. Describe your Messiah in the comments. Describe your Messiah. And then we can work it from there. For those who have to understand that, for those who are heathens. And then, you have to understand that, you are a heathen if you really don't understand God's words. So don't just sit right there, because we all grown, right? And my favorite word. Since we grown, take the G off the GR off the grown. What do it spell? Okay, but I'm gonna say this though. You saying attributes. I asked you your description. What is your description of Christ? How do your Christ look to you? Who is Christ? Who is your Messiah? This is, everyone always say that, Jesus is peace, strength, but it's one word, he is love. No. This is what I said today. We about to deprogram ourselves. Describe your Messiah. How do your Messiah look? And, and I want you to be honest with this. Describe your Messiah. Who is your Messiah? We're not going to talk about no peace and love and things like that, because we already know that Proverbs 8:17 say God loves those that who love him and seek him early. You understand? So, we know Christ have his compassion, but at the same time, if you know that you're not putting in his work, you don't love everyone. Because if you love him, you already would just already described him on who is he. You understand? So this is the first part where you got to deprogram yourself at, because this is what everyone always say. Jesus is peace. But no, we about to get this, because last night someone said, what is his color? And then when I hit them with the scripture, the first thing they called me was goofy. They called me a goofy ASS. But I gave them a scripture. And then the next person was saying that, I don't look at Christ as a color, as long as that he's giving me this and giving me that. And we can't do that. No, we can't do that. Because if you stand on these scriptures, you have to go off these scriptures. You just can't just go off what someone tells you. So this is why we have to pull back from those who's just not telling you the right. So the Bible describes him, okay, and that's facts as well. But I asked you, I ain't saying about what the Bible said, because we're gonna go there on that. I asked those who in here, describe your Messiah. How do your Messiah look? Just put that in the comments. For all those who sitting right now, put in the chat, how do you describe your Messiah? And what is his name? And then we can work from there. Until then, we always going to say, Jesus loved everyone. John 3:16, 1 John 4:16. No, we're not going to come with no scriptures. I want you just to be honest with yourself. How do you describe your Christ? But that is the answer, though, what you have said, though, my brother. But I want those to understand, what image are you using for your Christ? What image are you using? You understand? Now that's the part. You said most are confused and like to think it's him in those pictures, but that's a prince that a Roman, and that's facts. So this is why I was just saying that to my good brother, and I'm glad that you put that in there. But like I said, it's those that who sit in the background. Like I said, when they see people who come in here ask questions, we should all come together and correct that person. Because this is why I'm on here today. That's why I say I'm back to the basics. Because it was like yesterday, last night, after the sundown, we had Bible study. And then, someone come in asking, what's the color of Christ? So I said Revelations 1:14 and 15. For that person can go there, because we doing Bible study. So then someone else said, well, I don't look at as Christ as no color, as long as that he do this for me and this and that. And I said, no, we can't do that. We can't keep on just doing that and say that he don't have no color. Yes, he does has a color. Because if we read in the Bible, this is what we have to stand on. We just can't keep on just going off what flesh just keep on saying or painting or things like that. You understand? Because if you know that you pick up this Bible, you should already know that who is God's name. You know, if you know this is the God of Israel, so you already know that we're going to be talking in Hebrew. We shouldn't be saying nothing else. But we already know that, you know, things is in English. So this is why we talk in English. But first you have to correct yourself about these images. You understand? You got to break them images off first. And once that you understand the true Messiah, you understand? The true Messiah, then that's when you start building on your faith. Because the more that you keep on saying, yeah, Jesus loved me, Jesus this, but you keep on saying this, and I'm going to show this as well too, because I think this is a sign of disrespect as well too. This is a sign of disrespect. You understand? And y'all have to stand on this as well too. This is a sign of disrespect. That's a sign of disrespect. But see, but all these are images. So you can't get mad because this is what people say, this is who Jesus is. You understand? So this is what I'm just saying to those that, you know, so what type of images are you thinking of your Jesus? Because everyone say that, you know, they love Jesus. But hey, when you hear me say it, I already know who I'm talking about, and no disrespect. Because if we just read in Daniel 7:9 that said, I beheld till the throne were cast down, and the Ancient of the Days did sit, whose garment was white as snow, and the hair of his head like the pure wool. His throne was like the fiery flame, and his wheels was as burning fire. So now if we want to go to flesh, you know, pictures of Yahushua, we will see him look like this. You understand? And this is when you be like, okay, hold on. Now that's described the one I just read in the Bible. If you want to go there, if you want to use that, you understand? Because we already know how I describe. But over here, we don't do no images though. You understand? Because you're walking in the fruits of the spirits. So that's what you really deprogramming yourself from, is that cross, all that. You know, the Bible teaches us to pick your cross up. It don't say wear it, especially with something on it. You get what I'm saying? So once that you start getting rid of them graven images, you will understand that, you know, okay, that was my first journey. So that's why I'm asking those who come in here, you know, what is your description of Christ? Because a lot of people out here got this description of this Christ with pink on, this saying he loved gay, this, that. Then you have them over here with this on, this, that, you know, Michelangelo, you know, Louis da Vinci did this, you know, this brother did that, you know. But what about the scriptures? I'm not thinking about none of that, but what the scriptures say. That should be your main focus. All that is distraction. You understand? Once you get all these distractions out the way, then you ready to serve. That's what I'm getting at. Don't get distracted by them things. We already know Satan is he's the manipulator of the earth. So yes, he have those that, you know, who got these the gay pastors or the gay colored Christ. Yeah, because now they're in the church now. They even got AIs in the church. They got an AI church that they don't have nobody there. And people just listen to it you know, it got to that now, that people don't even want to hear people. They don't, you know, but you should just be in the fruits of the spirit, besides just always acting like you don't see no one. You get what I'm saying? Just like I know everybody saw that election, I mean, the inauguration, but not once when he did all that. Man, that was a slap in the face. That just let you know the world still hate. But when someone like myself come in here and just show us directions so we can stop being, you know, the program, y'all look at me like something wrong with me. But y'all will sit up there and say, oh, he was doing that, he was being funny. No, come on now. Now, I bet y'all was sitting up here saying the worst hate slurs. Everybody would be reporting this. You understand? But not once, I won't come on here saying no stuff like this. I just expose what's really going on. You get what I'm saying? We too grown. We too grown for not to be saying that, you know, what we should be saying. But, you know, y'all don't want to say nothing because, you know, everybody want to use these platforms to talk about themselves. I just did this. They hit the like button. You know, you just want to generate some money. No, I want people to use this. I want people to fear God's words, not my words. These are not my words. I just want you to understand you have to deprogram yourself from them idols first. And then once that you know who you serving, then I could be like, yes, we serving the same. Because all people say, yeah, Christ, he loved everyone. But what Christ are you? What are you reading the Bible? What you want? And then that's what I said, like, when it comes down to religion, then people being a religion, just, man, it's fun, just, like I said, I don't like to throw people up on the bus, but people just come to me just like, man, use your platform. Use your platform as well, too. I don't know why people always like to attack each other, but not using a platform for these that, who don't know nothing. Don't ask me to come on your show to be on no debates. I'm not on here for no entertainment. I'm on here for God's salvation. You get what I'm saying? Entertainment asks for things. We don't ask for nothing on this channel, and we don't take money from YouTube. And I'm not trying to say something in my pride or no stuff like this, but I fear God over here, so I do God's work. So I throw plant seeds to those who seek. You get what I'm saying? But it's not no entertainment. So for those who doing God's work, y'all think this entertainment, man, that's shame on you. You should be doing God's work and showing instruction and just telling that person as well, too. If they don't understand, just pick up the Bible before you can understand. That's what I'm showing you. I'm not asking you to worship me. You know my favorite word, man. I'm not your teacher. Don't worship me. Worship God's words. I'm just on here just to be a brother to those in the fruits of the spirits. But I'm not on here to be nobody's friend. You understand? It's not no entertainment. I'm not coming on here for no entertainment. We too grown for talking about some entertainment. I don't mind some entertainment, but when we doing God's word, this is what we should be standing on and having our armor on with our sword. You feel what I'm saying? Fearing. And directing each other's like, man, who you praising? So that's why I just ask those who come in here who y'all praising. Because y'all come in here listen to me, but sometimes I want to hear you. So that's why I'm asking the question for you 60 here right now. How your Messiah look? I see my brother said something about how y'all Messiah look. You get what I'm saying? This is what you got to deprogram yourself from. That's it. Don't look at God's words as no entertainment, and don't rush his words. A lot of people want to just be throwing out so much words in one day. Stick on one word for somebody can just plant that seed. Just that one word. Like today, just plant this one seed. And then the next day, work on something else. Just don't come on here with all types of just... you ain't let the first seed marinate. You understand? Right after this, next I'm gonna talk about something else. Like, nah, let this sit in that person's mind. Said he always rushing something. Don't rush God's words. That's all we have is 24 hours in a day, from sundown to sundown. You understand? And every day that you wake up, that's your first blessing. We don't have everlasting life, but we do have eternal life when we pick this up. I say this every day, but it's just that, I just love to hear those that, who come in here with a testimony. Those that, who woke themselves up today like, man, yesterday it was kind of stressed, but hey, I got over it. Them the ones I love to talk to. For those that, who be acting like they holier than thou and just and always in your pride and always taking somebody's word to all that, man, come on, quit it. We all grown. If a person can't talk to you, that'll let you know where you would stand at. You're just not approachable. So you will look at me like, you know what? So that's why people be how they be. Okay, how you doing, my brother? You got a long name. You said I had over. I thought that was a actual text. You said I had over 6,800 views, and someone deleted it. So don't worry about no views, my good brother. You feel me? Don't even worry about the views. The views will come. I'm gonna say this for those that who's on here for entertainment. You understand? If you just on here for entertainment, first you should know who you are. If you know that you're a funny person, just be who you are. Don't come on here mimicking someone else, because that's all you see is on here is everybody mimicking something. You feel me? Don't worry about views. And then second, if you don't have a relationship understanding God's words, you're just going to be out here just thinking about just little things like views and stuff like that, because you're better than that. God made us all unique. You understand? So your channel will grow as long as you understand who you are. You understand? So once you talk about views, man, views is going to come. But I did thought that was Uh, I thought that was oh, man, I got over 600,000 views. Yeah, but you can short that up, my good brother. And and I hope that everything is going good with you. Let me go on your channel, check you out, see um who you be. This is what I do. But like I said, my main goal on here right now is just to ask people, how do you look at your Messiah? What is the description? Who do you worship? What name do you use? That's what I want to know. And things like that. That will let you know who you are, and then that will let you know if you're not going off the Bible, you're going off the. Okay, you said I had over, but you don't have nothing on here. Okay, my brother. I said, well, you got a flower. At least that's God's creation. At least that represents something. That flower represents God's creation. That's in the book of Genesis, because that's a seed. You feel me? So that's good that you got a flower on there. So that lets you know that you're ready to blossom as well, too, my good brother. So you can shorten your name down some, and then, you can block, or you delete it. Well, hey, it's a new year. It's the 29th. So you got 2 more days in this month. Man, it's 2025. Start over new. Get you a new name. I just got, hey, my spiritual name just came with my spiritual new name, and I'm going to introduce my spiritual name to you. I go as King Motivator, but my spiritual name is Ruach bin Yah. Yes, sir. And Barak mean like spirit, and Ben means son, and the Father Yah, God. You feel me? So you could do the same as well, because on here I had King Motivator Sir C's. So I just introduced myself to you. You get what I'm saying? This is my new spiritual name. So this is how you can be as well too, because it's like, man, I'm about to be 52 next month. So I said, I'm about to evolve and just keep doing God's work and just stay in the fruits of the spirit. And you can do the same as well, my good brother. Let me see. He said, we must be bold in the spirit. Lord, I come against all fear that mess stuff. I feel you, my good brother. So well, that's good. Like I said, that's good. Because what you've done in the past, you don't matter if you're young or old. Whatever that you've done last year, that's last year. We shouldn't even, last year was just what you know what you did 366 days last year, because it was a leap year. You understand? Now we got 365 this year. So as you, OG, go and sit down. And the reason why I say that, because you have to look at it like this. What you did last year, if it was good or bad, it was a learning experience to let you know who you are now in your present. But you still have to keep doing this, deprogramming, because this part right there, that's where we hold all your information. All this ain't nothing. But right here, that's where we hold our information at. That's when Melanie said there's something wrong with your medulla oblongata. Showing that aggression. You feel what I'm saying? So this is when you deprogram yourself, And to me, I look at myself as a tool. I could be someone too. The Father just, I look at it like this. The Father blessed me to come back and do his work. And I just said, since my health scare, man, I just been making sure that my health been maintaining and my spirituality just been growing. You understand? Those who I build with and those who I encounter, I appreciate those as well too. But but everyone have their own destiny and their salvation. You understand? When people reach out, people reach out, but some people reach out just for different scenarios on things. You understand? And like I said, I don't look at this as entertainment. I look at this as an outlet for those that you can meet people, but at the same time, you don't want to just keep on talking to heathens. It's time for you, the heathens, just to wake up and be into the fruits of the spirits, and then we can understand each other as well too. Just besides just saying, well, it's me, then we understanding that. Man, last year I did, yeah, that was last year, but what you doing right now? You woke up this morning so you can correct that. That's why we got 9 fruits of them spirits. Because if you was feeling joy yesterday, you might not feel joy today. You might feel love today. You might feel long suffering today. Always work them them fruits of the spirits, because there's 9 of them. And then while you're working now, that's when you walk it and live it. That's what it tells you in 25. You feel me? So once you start getting your spiritual growth, you start to know how to conduct yourself. You understand? Be yourself. I tell everyone, be yourself. You can't be me. I'm not gonna mimic you, but we can do some things sound the same. But I can't be you. You can't be me, because we all unique. You understand? But we can grow from each other if we are planting them seeds with each other. So that's why I say, for those in this chat, I'm asking y'all again, how do y'all describe y'all Messiah? How do y'all look at him? Y'all see the banner. Y'all saw the banner cover. Y'all saw Satan. Y'all saw the image of this, all that. How do y'all describe y'all? How do y'all describe your Messiah? How you describe him? I just describe him how I look in the Bible. That's it. Everything else, I've been deprogrammed myself. I've deprogrammed myself from the brothers that I was building with. I was say I want to be part of that type of building no more. No, I want to be universal. I want to have that universal spirit. When you tie yourself down with people that who just stuck in their ways, it will stagnate your growth. You understand? Don't let no other body's spirit stagnate your growth. We all build different. And like I said, a lot of people be in their arrogance, but they just don't see it. But that's why people clash. You understand? A lot of people don't like to take their own criticism when someone tell them something. You understand? Because we all have our flaws. But like with myself, I always call myself a tough love type of person. You understand? I'd rather tell you how it is than me just, putting a crutch up under your arm. You understand? If I see a booger in your nose, I'm going to tell you got a booger in your nose. I'm not going to sit right there and just look at you. And then when you walk away, be like, man, he had a booger in his nose this big. Why you ain't say nothing? You get what I'm saying? Say something. I'll let you know, like, yeah, but just be respectful. That's it. This is how you say things. You don't always have to be disrespectful to a person. It's the way how you say things, So, but that's all I came on here to share that good motivation. I said, yeah, you know what? I said, sometimes, the world, they don't like to hear things like this. Because they still stuck in their ways. Because this how I'm just using my mom for an example. My mom, she's still stuck on that image, that painted picture, but not the Bible. But you say that you read the Bible. But if you read the Bible, you should already know how the Bible describes you. So why is you still stuck on this picture? You understand what I'm saying? And once that you deprogram yourself from that picture, that's when your spirituality is going to start growing. Because you deprogramming yourself from all them things that that you was programmed with. Even those that as you looked at as your pastor or whatever. There's a lot of stuff going on. Man, this morning, before I got on YouTube, I was just sharing this with my wife. I was like, wow. I said, man, Queen, look at this. There's always something going on in a religion. There's always something just going on. It's just always something just going on out here. You always hearing sirens. He said, God said we should tear the roof off the house if our brother is in the side in danger. Yeah, that's true. But sometimes, my good brother, you heard, if you saw the title, is even heathens. It's even heathens in the truth. That's why you seeing their candle getting dim. There's a lot of these brothers out here, they don't know how to come now because they think that they so wise. So that's why they in debates now. You get what I'm saying? They guess because they just kept reading the Bible over and over and know every Hebrew word and all this. I guess they just feel like they're the Messiah now. And they just went back to their flesh, their carnal ways. You understand? And they just like, I'm not gonna call them sleep because they already know. Them the ones that are deadly. You get what I'm saying? The ones who already know the truth. And then now you went back. Woo, that's Satan. To and fro. They come back over here, want to tell like, man, hold on, why you just over there? Oh no, come on, bro. So that's why I say that your salvation is that's your salvation. But always ask yourself though, who is the Messiah? Because like I said, I woke up to a long message in the Torah and the Tanakh, and I said, oh, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Oh boy, people stuck in their ways sound like the Pharisees. Whew. But they'll keep on forgetting that this book have another half to it. You know? So that's why I said that, a person had to get set out their ways. I was like that as well too. The Old Testament, and I was there. But you have to deprogram yourself from those that who just still in that slumber like that. You understand? And just still just talking about just, yes, and you can just get this, and you can just get that, and you can just get this. Them flesh desires. Because now you ain't saying nothing about what the fruits of the Spirit is. You just talking about what the flesh desires can get. Listen, that's why I say hearken. You understand? I'm just planting them seeds, doing God's work. That's it. And once again, this is not entertainment for those who doing God's work. If you look at this as entertainment, shame on you. For real. You asking for money on here, you got donations and all this and apps and all this just for this. No. And don't get this that thing down there misconstrued, because I don't ask nobody for no money on doing God's work. That's just be like for the flesh desires and other things that we be doing as well. Don't forget it's an everyday therapy. Mental, the physical, and the spiritual. You understand? There's nothing wrong with someone giving when they want to give it to, but you don't have to ask for nothing. You understand what I'm saying? That's what I'm getting at. You don't have to ask for nothing. If a person want to give to you, I understand that. But you shouldn't be on here talking, hey, you know what? Hey, Brother Sharp, since you my brother, hey, man, let me get like $10 to put on this cash app right here, man, please. Come on, brother. You get what I'm saying? No, I'd rather plant some seeds with you and ask you how you doing. How's your spiritual health? How your mental? How your physical? How your spiritual? You get what I'm saying? That's what I'm the type of brother. That's it. Other than that, you ain't gonna be talking about me. You said, thank you, Lord God, but peace and blessings, though. Anything anyone need to say, though? Anything anyone need to get off their mind, vent, whatever. And don't forget, what's that number? 216. I don't want to be knowing the number myself. 717-7705. Call and vent, And like I said to the brother as well, too, I don't mind, but I'm not going to be on no phones having no debates. Those don't call me talking about some debates. Don't ask me to come on your show, none of your platforms or none of that. I don't do none of that. I'm not on here for no entertainment. I don't look at this platform as entertainment. That's why I stopped the flesh desires. You want to say that's why that's members only. That's why you want to see God's work. You might see a little flesh desires me doing my little workout routines, but that's nothing just about those who have health issues as well. You understand? This channel is nothing about no promoting us or nothing. You understand? Man, we too old. We too old for this. We need to understand that, we need salvation. A stability come and go. Flesh, for real. We all have something. We all have an income coming in. You understand? But for those who might not have one, I understand that, you might be using this for entertainment. But for those who not, man, come on. Man, let's do God's work. You feel me? Don't worry about nothing else. Don't come on here just want to talk about, and I used to be this and I used to be that. Everybody was something. That's why we all have a past tense. But let's talk about, can we uplift each other right now? Who's your Messiah? What's his name? You get what I'm saying? Are you sacrificing today? This is the thing that we should be asking yourself. Which one of the fruits of the spirits you feel like today? You woke up, you know yourself better than I. I'm just a messenger just like you. You understand? So let's go on. Yeah, that's right. Let me start using your platforms. Get your platforms together as well too. You have a voice. You feel me? But just don't look at yourself with these platforms. And I'm saying that, some of you taking God's words, and like I said, you're doing too much with it. Just don't take me wrong for saying it like this. I can't have no music in the background reading the Bible, because to me, that's like a distraction. So this is why I sit right here. When you don't have nothing on, that's all you would have is this. But when you got some music, some jazz or whatever, that will take you, you don't need none of that. Just shut all that stuff down and just And then when you might feel like your head hurt, that's when you just get up. Okay, you ponder enough. You get what I'm saying? And then give yourself a break. You feel me? But once that you set some structure with yourself, that's when you know when you're in your fruits of the spirits. You don't need no music background and no things like that. You feel what I'm saying? Don't distract God's words with that. And then those that, be using God's scriptures with music, that's taking away from God's words. You understand? You want them to fear God. You want them up there dancing. Come on, huh? Come on, get your happy feet on. No, that's the Psalms. But some people need to fear God. For those that, like I said, you can't take God's words wrong. You can't take flesh for how the world is. Some people right now is trying to get off of crack, heroin, meth. So they need us right now. You understand what I'm saying? So, you can't just always be talking about some God loves you, this. Man, God love you. But at the same time, when you see this person right here tore up, don't walk past that person. That lets you know that you in your pride now. You're not, okay, don't forget that you was down too. Just don't walk past that person because that person's sitting right there. You just don't know. Just ask that person, hey, when last time you was on something? And that's when you see that they try to get themselves clean. But don't just keep on giving to the one that you already know he's just about to go and shoot up. You feel me? It's ones that you know who you need to help. You understand what I'm saying? You just can't just help everyone. They have to start helping themselves. You just can't just come and just throw a crutch because they ain't doing it for you. You feel me? So this is how you plant seeds. Stop being a distraction and stop being the one who want entertainment with God's word. Don't just sit back and just do his work. It ain't about you. you know what they're like, me, myself, and I. No, it ain't about you. It's about God's words. And then once you plant them seeds, just throw that seed out there, that's when that person be like, oh, okay, I got what the brother was talking about. Oh, once I stop looking at this image, and then this image, because because man, they just changed this whole image. I showed y'all like 4 different images. I didn't even know this on everything. You might not believe me. I didn't even know they had this image out there. So I just saw it, blew my mind when I saw it. You heard what I said about myself. I said, what? Are you for real? Wow. I said, man, I couldn't believe when I saw it. I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it. Man, where's it at? Yeah, I couldn't believe it. They have them with makeup on and all that. I couldn't believe it. I just couldn't believe it. But I'm just saying, but I don't idolize it anyway, but I'm just saying, but you see, when somebody be saying that they love Christ, you don't know which Christ they talking about. So this is what I'm just saying to those that, watch yourself when you be praying with people, because you just don't know who you praying with. People not going to come out and tell you who is who. You get what I'm saying? So these are the images that, was out here right now in 2025. Man, it's deep. So that's why I said, like, for those who just coming on here, for real, man, show what's really going on. Stop trying to get $1 off of this. This not no entertainment. This supposed to be eye-opener for, for those who be like, man, what, for real? Yes, this is for real. Yeah, this is what's going on. They even got AI churches. Woo. But, hey, this is our temple. You feel me? 24/7, 365 days out of a year. You know what I'm saying? No days off. You feel me? No days off. And that's going to keep your sanity. You feel me? So, man, let's do God's work. Like I said, ain't no disrespect. But you have to, you have to come with fire sometimes before they can see this. You understand? And sometimes that, people be taking this word like, man, you should admit that. No. I'm not condoning none of this. You're not going to tell me to say this and I'm not to say that. Stop being misled. Start standing up. Don't be scared. As long as you just being respectful with things, that's it. I didn't say nothing disrespectful. I'm just showing y'all the awareness. You get what I'm saying? That's on the next person, how they take it. But this is not going to keep on pushing none of this on me. You feel me? Because I already know, as it says in the Bible, and like I said, if you want to go to the man-made drawing on that one, we can. But this is the one they describe in the Bible. So So that's why I said, like, people just do your due diligence and always understand. You feel me? Yes, sir. That's how I describe. And that was Daniel 7:9. I beheld till the thrones were cast down, and the Ancient of Days did sit. And we're gonna go to Ancient of Days, and we're just gonna say Yahweh. You feel me? If we want to do modern nine, just say YESHUA. You understand? But if you talking about some Jesus Christ and all that is my Savior and all that, which Jesus you talking about? You understand? And then same it's like with Revelations, Book of Revelations. These are God's words. It's not nobody's painting nothing, His head and his hairs were white like wool, as white as snow, and his eyes were as a flame of fire, and his feet like brass as if they was burned in a furnace, and his voice as the sound of many waters. Once again. So if that's the image that you want to see or describe, that's the image right there. You feel me? But we don't do no images. That's over with. No type of images. You understand? Just stand on God's words. You feel me? But all this other ones what you seeing, let me see. Let me do this again. Deprogram yourself from all that. From all this. From all this. Just deprogram yourself. It'll pop up. Deprogram yourself. You understand? All the blue eyes, blonde hair, all that stuff they be showing on YouTube. We're talking about some Jesus Christ and all that stuff. Stop all that. Stop all that. No. Stop all that. That's no. Stop. And once you stop that and program yourself from the right way, and always understand that what is God's name. If he's the Hebrew of all, I just told you. But if you already know God is the Hebrew God, though, he's the God of Israelites. And we already know. So if you ain't saying Yah and you saying everything else, you already know what Exodus tell us. Let me get on up out of here. Yes, sir. Lunchtime special. Always have you a bottle of water and some scriptures every 2 hours. And the 10 Commandments. They shall not make unto any graven images. Now, let me go to 3. Thou shalt not have no other gods before me. 4. They shall not make unto thee any graven images or any likeness of anything that is in heaven above, or that is in the earth beneath, or that is in the waters under the earth. 5 said, thou shalt not bow down thyself to them, not serve them, for I, the Lord thy God, am a jealous God. You hear me? Visiting the iniquity of the fathers upon the children unto the 3rd and the 4th generation of them that hate me. And this is what the world do. The world hate. The world hate Yah. You understand? That's why they came with this other Christ, And y'all been glorified in that as well, just like how y'all glorified the dude was doing this next to up there on the. And then he pardoned all the people who invaded the White House and all that. Woof. Boy, they was calling him King, Messiah, all that. They said, well, that was Christ. Did you see all the hate crime went up? You feel me? Y'all see what's going on right now. And today only the 29th. Man, it ain't been a month. You feel me? Man, deprogram yourselves for real. And I'm going to ask y'all once again, who is y'all Messiah? How do he look? You got to ask yourself. That's why this came on here for real. Deprogram yourself for real. Deprogram for being programmed for real. Right there. That little spot right there. Get that together right there. The rest of this, all that is your medulla oblongata. That's why you be taking God's words serious. Something wrong with your aggression. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but that's on you. But those that who be showing the things like this, just decide to stand out here, Stop always falling for that facade, what y'all see out there, because we know the world is hatred. The world is haters. For real. The world is haters. And it's sad. But it shouldn't have to be like that, because you know why? Because if you was in your fruits of the Spirit, you won't even see none of that. But those in their flesh desires. Galatians 5:19 The 21, that's not going to inherit the kingdom of God. Hatred, envious, none of all that stuff. When y'all stay doing God's work. And I'm about to get on up out of here, man. Deprogram from being programmed. And if y'all here today, keep motivated, love you. God love those that you know who love him, and those who seek him early, and me doing this due diligence. That's Proverbs 8:17. You understand? Deprogram yourself. And always understand that, once you do that, that's when your face stress is really going to start. You hear me? And don't forget, call me on that phone. You need me. It don't matter what it's about. I'm here. You just got to stay humble. Stay in your pride. You got me get out your pride and humble yourself. That's what I meant to say. All right, Brother Sharp, and the rest for those who came up in here. And I'll catch y'all the next one, Susan. I'll catch y'all 1 hour in, too. Peace and blessings and shalom. Always do God's work. That's 10:19? Oh, okay.